I said I wanted to be a comedian. He said I wouldn't be able to laugh on Judgment Day. Well, that's true, but at least I sold out the theater that day. Okay, come, baby. Funny story. yet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to funny saying, whether the love is right or wrong, the person who has the abortion is still a doctor. Okay, come baby. Store. Remember, whether you're Indian, Mexican, or an alien, just laugh. Because if you don't, those 1:30 a.m. birds will. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Indian trains are the only place where you buy a sleeper ticket and then spend the whole night staying awake, guarding your slippers. Okay, come, baby. James Corden. the door selling samosas. James, grinning, "Thank you, everyone. Remember, life's like a train. Enjoy the ride and try not to sit next to the auntie who asks about your career." Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time.